At the top of the news tonight, residents in many parts of the country that had come under severe flooding since Wednesday spent another restless 24 hours as persistent rains stymied cleanup efforts and increased flooding in several areas. Among those communities hardest hit are Barakpur and Penal. Residents who could not get out in time were marooned in their homes and places of worship. Roads turned into muddy rivers along Raghunanan Trace in Penal on Friday, leaving several residents trapped in their homes. Good Samaritan Alvin Bokas came to their rescue. He borrowed a rubber raft from his neighbor. He told us he rescued at least 6 people along Raghunanan Trace.
Some people in the house were stranded, some old people sickly, couldn't move really, and we went and rescued them. Pull them out.
How you did it? How you did the rescue?
Well, with this.
But what is this?
With the dinghy.
A little lower down the street, Edna and Hari Prasad Ramsaran waded through the flood waters to tell us their story.
It's about 3.5 feet of water right now. The fridge spoiled for sure. The washing machine and I have a stove downstairs too. Bed, everything downstairs.
40 years it take after then we get this flood. You know what I mean? And this flood starts from 10 o'clock in the evening. If we have 3 to 4 feet of water below the house, the fridge gone, the stove gone, the bed and them, that it dies the downstairs bed. It wash out.
Along New Colonial Road in Barakpur, there were similar scenes. Worshippers in this masjid became trapped and had to seek refuge until this tractor came along. This resident placed sandbags at the front of his home, but the floodwaters still seeped in. Ram Gulam Budan could not save any of his home furnishings.
I look at throw everything outside.
Tell us what you threw.
3 bed, 3 couch set, a 6 burner stove. I said everything. I can't remember my fridge. Look, I have everything outside there right now.
And in came the cavalry. A contingent from the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force was sent to the affected areas to assist with relief operations. And in Commuter, parts of Madras Road remain underwater, forcing commuters to find other ways to their destinations. As residents try to come to terms with the floods resulting from 2 days of persistent rainfall, they are hoping things will be back to normal soon. Ian Wason and cameraman Shakat Telesford were in Commuter and filed this report.
Iowa George's and Down the Rain will not be a popular song in most of the country today, like Madras Road in Commuter, where residents have been battling against floodwaters for the past 2 days. This body of water behind me has caused several commuters to turn around and use other means of getting to their destinations. This is Madras Road in Commuter, and of course parts of this road is still underwater. Some of the yards, some of the homes are still underwater. This yard, for example, was entirely underwater and the downstairs apartment affected. We were not sure if this occupant was at home or not, but he or she made sure the message was received. Some drivers were forced to turn back to find another route. Others, with vehicles high off the ground, took their chances through the water. This lady was on her way through Madras Road but saw it prudent to turn around.
Quite a kids. And I went through water similar to this in Caparo. Yeah.
And where were you heading?
Near, where is it, Mommy? Near Piaco. And I going back.
So which one are you going to pass now?
And now seeing somebody just, well, I didn't know it was like this. So I'll have to turn back and go back Chin Chin. And I'm supposed to reach here for 12, eh? My daughter traveling to the granddaughter traveling to Tobago.
We were unable to get to the other side of the road, but this gentleman gave us an idea of what the situation was like.
It's a little deep, but nothing really to say that a van could go through, but on the other side, very deep. Cars can't pass, nothing really. Truck stick, you know. But we go do that every year. This does happen when rain does fall and everything.
But he remained hopeful despite the scenario being worse closer to his home.
It was rising last night. By way, where I living in the back there, water high, bridge covered. Well hectic for we to survive. But other than that, everything does be okay.
We were told a truck had stalled in the water higher up Madras Road. Across at Singh Trace off Madras Road, 3 families were marooned by water 3 feet deep at some points. One resident said he could not have gone to work or send his children to school and was hoping the water would subside on Saturday. Ian Wason, C News.